Okay, what's going on, people? We're gonna do a film study today of one of the most exciting fights that I have ever seen in recent memory, okay? Now, there are a lot of boxers nowadays who are so committed to the sweet science that they become boring, you know? And that's unfortunate, but at the same time, that's the way the sport is evolving. This one will actually take you to the old school, and this is gonna be Ivan Baranchyk versus Jose Zepeda. So let's get into it. The first thing that we're gonna look at is the left hook. So let's see this one first. What Baranchyk decided to try to do is to establish his left hook and to lead with it instead of leading with the jab or the right hand, because usually southpaws do not anticipate this punch to come. So as you can see here, instead of stepping in with the jab first or leading with the right hand, he decided to shoot the left hook, a leaping left hook, and he caught Zepeda off guard. Let's look at some more clips. He's gonna again do that same thing here, and this is gonna be a little wider, so his opponent was able to see it a little more in advance. As you can see here, it's a little bit wider, it's a little bit more sloppy, and so Zepeda was able to read it a little bit easier this time, and he's able to pivot away. And let's look at another one here. This fight is all about placements, okay? And this fight really demonstrates you, or really shows you, how easy it is to place, or how much easier it is to place your punches against the opposite stance compared to, you know, when you are fighting the same stance. It's much easier to counter them. There are a lot more opportunities to counter, and that's why they exchange a lot of knockdowns. So let's look at another one here, another leaping left hook from Ivan Baranchyk, putting all of his weight on the front leg and then leaping in with that shot. Boom. And then, like I said a while ago, Zepeda already anticipated that, so he was able to counter it later on. Now, there were times, because Zepeda did a really good job of defending the left hook, what Baranchyk tried to do now is to lead with the right hand. So he's gonna lead with the right hand here, boom. But then Zepeda was able to counter him with the left hand as well, with the left hand of his own, with the rear side. So as you can see here, he's gonna step back at an angle, boom. And then he's gonna shoot the left hand across. Why? Because the head of Baranchyk is automatically going to be there after throwing the left hand. So again, it's much easier to place it. It's much easier to throw your left hand across when you're fighting the opposite stance, because his face is basically on the path for your rear hand. Boom, the left hand right there, which was able to knock him down. So again, let's look at another counter left hand to the lead right hand of Baranchyk. Here he's going to overcommit once again. He's going to switch into a southpaw stance. And then as you can see here, the face of Baranchyk is pretty much on a path for the left hand of Zepeda, and that enables Zepeda to just throw it shortly, boom. And again, he was able to hurt Baranchyk on that one, but Baranchyk kept on coming forward. Now let's look at some more. Let's see this one. Again, another lead right hand, boom, which almost landed, I'm not gonna lie to you. And again, the head of Zepeda is now across it's now placed, it's now on the path for the left hand of Zepeda, so all Zepeda has to do really is to throw that right hand, or to throw that left hand across, instead of throwing it straight. He has to throw it across, or he has to throw it in a diagonal motion, like a hook. And then again, he was able to land that one on the temple, and so he was able to counter Barancyk's right hand all night long. So now we're going to look at the counter left hook to the left hook of Baranchyk, because although he didn't really lead with it that much later on in the fight, Baranchyk still threw the left hook, but not as a lead punch. He threw it more of a finishing punch. He threw it as more of a finishing punch. So let's see this one. He's gonna throw a couple of left hooks, and then there, as you can see, after he throws the left hook, he's pretty much on the path for the left hand once again when he overcommits to that shot. Boom. Or no, he's not on the path for the right hand, but he brings his face over to the left hand by default. So let's look at that one more time. As he throws the left hook, all Zepeda has to do really is to beat him to that spot, okay? So, number one, the head of Zepeda, or the head of Baranchyk, after he throws the left hook, is naturally going to be on the right side, okay? It's going to be on the same side as the left hand. So not only is he getting closer to the left hand, he's also using his own momentum in order to increase the damage of the left hand that will come from Zepeda. Boom. So from overcommitting to that left hook, he is bringing his own momentum to the left hand of Zepeda, and Zepeda is able to have more power on his shot. So let's look at another left hook here. Another left hook, again bringing his face closer to the left hand of Zepeda. And now a while ago, when he threw the right hand, Zepeda had to throw it diagonally. Now he didn't really need to do that all that much. All he had to do is to throw a short hook, a short left hook, and he's able to catch Baranchyk on his way in as he throws the left hook. So the momentum that Zepeda or Baranchyk has after throwing the left hook and after overcommitting to it ultimately increase the damage of the left hand of Zepeda, because it's like clashing to a wall, right? It's like banging your own head to a wall. That's what you do when you are overcommitting to a shot, and that's what Baranchyk did when he overcommitted on the left hook. He's pretty much clashing into the gloves of Zepeda on purpose. Boom. And so Zepeda was able to land these short left hooks. And then, here's the knockout here. He's going to throw a jab first. He's going to try to throw a check hook over the top of the check hook of Zepeda. And then Zepeda, again, will catch him on that side. Okay, so as he overcommits on the left hook, he again clashed on the gloves of Zepeda, which increased the damage of that shot, and which eventually led to him getting slept. Boom. Okay, one of the scariest knockouts that I've seen. And if you look at the legs, man, it's really scary how he landed on that one after the punch. Boom. Holy fucking shit. So that was it. That was it for this fight. It's a pretty short fight, and it's a pretty simplistic thing, but it's all about learning how to use your opponent's momentum against you when you're fighting the opposite stance, because it's a lot easier to place your punches, a lot easier to place your body shots, and believe it or not, when you're fighting the opposite stance. So you guys should definitely try to get some sparring in with the opposite stance and know how to place your punches, because it's fun, guys. It's fun to fight the opposite stance if you actually try it out. I find a lot more fun time fighting southpaws than I do orthodox, because it's just much easier to place my punches, and there are a lot more openings that are present when you are fighting the opposite stance. So that was it. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out. One of the greatest fights in recent memory that I've seen, and this is a great fight. You guys should definitely watch it if you haven't. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.